I'm just getting my game rebooted up. That was rather annoying. And that was so sudden. Alright, let's get back where we left off. Thank you. Can you hear me okay? Okay, cool. So yeah, there usually are always server queues when you're logging in, but the amount of people coming and going is so high that you're never in a queue for long at all. It's the first time I've ever had that crash happen. Yeah, why are you asking how long the game is? Are you interested in giving it a go? Yay! You are talking here. Oh! I'm having some really weird computer behavior going on. The game crashed just now. Now the DPI on my mouse has turned itself down. That's more like it. And I was having a weird one earlier where the game, even though the game audio was outputting, it kept disabling the audio in OBS, like the streaming software. And I had to remove the entire game from it and put it back in again for it to put the sound on again. There's all kinds of weird stuff going on. I will BRB very, very quickly. I want to eat this burger. I return. Thank you for waiting. I couldn't say no to a surprise burger, could I? I'm a moron. I'm saying, like, why can't I move? That's because that's not the game. I've also got the stream open on Twitch. But when the game crashed, I wanted to check it loaded up properly, and I'm sat here trying to move in a video. Moron. I think my avatar's drifted out of position again. Yeah, he has. Why does it keep doing that? I think when I stand up. Testing, yeah. Looking at the game. Looking at you. Looking at the game. Looking at you, yep. Good to go. Yeah, anytime I look over here, you know I'm reading the chat. Although when I'm looking at the game, I can still see it out the corner of my eye. Alright. Of all the dirty, deceitful, downright dastardly deeds that slippery bastard's done. Oh, what's he done now? Claiming to take the lads for a drink, only to lead us straight into a bloody trap. It don't get no lower than that. Oh, I've got hiccups now. Of course, I've learned to stay a step ahead of old Severin, so I was ready, but the others weren't so lucky. You've got to help them. God, this guy is a dick, isn't he? Oh wow, your response there is just making me realise how far behind the stream you must be. Or how far behind live the stream must be. I don't remember this location in this map. Somewhere here I didn't know about. My axe may as well have been a white flag for all the good it did. Hope you fare better, or the sorry bastards in there are done for. Yeah, let's go. I'm not gonna swear. Okay, yeah, so you get like things on the map that are interactable, as they usually mean different things. So I don't know if you remember earlier, there's a quest I went to when I went to the goblin camp, and that guy had betrayed his friends and run off and left them, and there was like a purple circle on the floor. That's usually like, once you step into them, it's your own little story zone where it spawns some enemies for you, but other people can interact, like attack the enemies as well, but it won't progress story for them at all. But yeah, those generally spawn an enemy as soon as you step inside them. These ones, when you've got this glowy thing, it's going to load up a solo instance, which usually means there's got to be a fight inside of it, but it's just you. Well, there'll be NPCs there, probably. Severin might have got us into this mess, but I'm about to let him live his life for us. I'll give his life for us. I'd sooner bow to a fish back than be... Oh, let me start again. I'd sooner bow to a fish back than be in that conniving bastard's debt. 2 arms. Okay, we're off to fight. Who's betrayed who? What's going on? It's a man with a face. A true knave. You betray even yourself, Severin. We are prepared to overlook the matter of your desertion on the condition that you provided us with suitable replacements. That was the agreement. Yet your latest change of heart leaves your debt to us unpaid. Few are they who betrayed a serpent reavers twice. You will not do so a 3rd time. Yeah, let's beat him up. Cowering behind your protector will only delay the inevitable. Honest wretch, your life is all you have left. And worthless though it be, we shall take it. Oh, a smug grin. It's a Roby man. O mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone a soul, that it may wake to life. Oh, what's he doing? So I need to summon my carbuncle again. Yes, I am, as it happens. Down the way. Some slime casting. This enemy is not very tough at all. I am over leveled, to be fair. Rapid Golem could be vanquished. That man is no ordinary adventurer. Bring him back. I want to look at the Roby man some more. Ishtola. Okay, so I met her before you joined, in the only scene that's had any voices in it so far. The snake slithered away. I am only glad he did not have the chance to sink his fangs more deeply into you. Those pirates do not belong to any of the known Liminson factions. Whom then do they serve? The beast tribes? Surely not. But the timing of their appearance coincides all too neatly with the recent surge in Sahagin and Kobold activity. Something is afoot. The question is, what? Could it be that the tribes are planning to summon their primals? 12 help us if it should prove so. Limsa would be hard-pressed to keep a single primal at bay, let alone two. But all is yet speculation. I must needs find evidence. I love the archaic speak they use in this. Must needs. Oh, gorgeous. The seas continue to rise, while the lesser moon continues to fall. Okay, I'm gonna stop this here just to give you a little bit of an explanation, right? Oh my god, have I been muted this whole time? I've been voicing all of this dialogue. Huh? Can you hear me now? That's odd. Oh, I see what's happening. Bear with me. Bear with me 1 second.
Does this sound any better? Like, is my voice any clearer now than it was before, or is it worse? just switched microphones. I've got a headset on that's been muted all this time, but I didn't. The 4 is clearer. Okay, I'll go back to using the mic in my webcam.
So, yeah, this is technically, even though this is the start of the game, this is 2.0, because they released Final Fantasy XIV before, and it was a bit of a mess, so they kind of axed the game, and this is a sequel to that. Like, they made the reboot of the game a plot thing, which I think is kind of cool. But no one can really remember how the last one ended. Like, in-game, you got people referring to this calamity, but no one remembers anything about it. But what happened in that? Like, there's a baddie empire that were invading, right? And they tried dropping the moon. Yeah, it sounds ridiculous. They tried dropping the moon on this country to destroy it, essentially. But eventually the moon broke open and like the massive dragon Bahamut was inside of it. Instead, it turns out it's like an ancient prison. That's why it looks like the way it does. It's a technological thing. And then some like old magey man called Louisoix kind of summoned what's the word I want? Kind of facsimiles of the gods to destroy Bahamut. And that was kind of the calamity. When Bahamut died, it's kind of like scattered crystal all over the area where the battle took place and stuff. And so that moon would be where Bahamut was sealed up. Although I thought it was destroyed. So I'm now learning what I thought was right is wrong, because the moon's still there, whereas I thought it was obliterated. So, who knows? None of that is really relevant to this story, to be fair. Like, you don't need to have played the other one to understand. And ilm by ilm, the world becomes ever more unlike itself. So yeah, they've invented their own. Well, they've not really invented it. They've got their own terms for measurements and differences. So ilm, I think, is an inch. Then you've got a yarm, which I think is a yard, and then a malm, which must be a mile. Like, I don't know why they renamed the units, but why not? There's nothing really wrong with that. My camera's drifted again. There we go. Oh, camera drift, that's annoying. It is as Louisoix foretold. The coming of chaos has rendered the laws of nature mutable, blurring the boundary between the material and ethereal planes. Little now stands between us and the primals. But they are not here yet. Though time be against us, hope shall ever be on our side. Never did the creed of Charlian ring more true. Never did I dream that I would possess the means to see ether. Yet now that I do, I begin to take it for granted. How swiftly do the wonders of Charlian seem commonplace. Yeah, for you. Have you come for the festivities? Today the Maelstrom officially makes that great hole in the sea its training ground. Join in the celebrations. Great hole in the sea? I don't think I remember what they're talking about. Wait, a disturbance in the etheric flow, but whence does it emanate? Sea Song Grotto, perhaps? That's where I met her. And there was nothing there until some monster showed up to beat us up. And then I had a vision from a giant flying crystal in space that was talking to me and asking me to save the world. And she, when we told her about a vision we had, she seemed a little bit surprised, like she knew what it was. What have we here? Can you walk? Oh, it's that dickhead. Oh, that's handy. Now I'm using the microphone in my webcam. I can get this microphone out of my face. Because I keep hitting it with my vape and my monster. And all this time I've not even been using it and it's been in my face annoying me. 'Tis I. Regrettably no, he eluded me. Understood. I will inform the Commodore. Oh, that's something for a fantasy MMO. They've got mobile phones. Although it's called a link pearl and it kind of, I think it goes in your ear or around your ear. But why not? To be fair, it's usually one of the first things people add to like the D&D games is a way of long distance communication. You collapsed from your exertions. Are you suitably recovered? Severin here has apprised me of all that transpired. His account shed some light upon how you came to be attacked by a golem of all things. I'm never sure how to say this because I've heard it said golem and golem at the same time. But I don't like using golem because it sounds too much like Gollum from Lord of the Rings. So I'll go with golem, the way they pronounced it in Pokemon. The golem is a mindless automaton, inert save when commanded to be otherwise. Common pirates could not hope to control such a thing, so arcane are its workings. But then these tattooed wretches are no common pirates, they are the minions of the Sahagin. As to their purpose, well, I shall get to the bottom of it. Does that mean we're going to hang out some more? But first I must escort Severin back to his place of employment. I dare say Stelwen will be wondering what has become of him. And you too, for that matter. I will bear word to him of your preservation, but I am certain he would like to thank you in person. Pray pay the man a visit. I shall do, Ishtola. And he told me of you, but perchance he did not tell you of me. My name is Ishtola. Yeah, I know, it's been on screen for the last few minutes. I am a naturalist of sorts, surveying the ether in the hope that it might offer up some clue as to our predicament. See, whenever I see naturalist, I think of nudists. Is that not the term also used for nudists? Nature? No, that's naturist, not naturalist. Ishtola's a naturist. Actually, that's quite funny because there are a scene or two much later on where she will have no clothing. Not in the vein that brains are going to go to. Did I finish reading this dialogue? I'm sure I did. I'd say I owed you my life, but that don't cover it. Oh wait, I'm voicing him now. If it weren't for you, my friends would be dead and all. I'm not doing no pirate boy. No. 'Tis a debt I can never repay. But I'll not make things worse by running away. Take me to Summerford Farms and I'll face the consequences. For reasons I cannot fathom, you seem... Forgive me, mayhap we shall have a chance to speak again when I have marshalled my thoughts. Until our paths next cross, farewell. I'm happy we actually had some story. part of the bigger picture. Where am I going back to? Can teleport for... No, I've only got 859. I'm not teleporting there. And when I did get this item that lets me teleport for free, but I don't want to use them all up. They gotta last me through 5 expansions? Or is it 4? Heavensward, Stormblood, Shadowbringers, Endwalker, Dawn Trail. Yeah, 5 expansions, and we're not even in the first one. I don't think we're even 10% of the way through this one. I'm curious how long it's actually gonna take me if I'm just like beelining through all the objectives. Oh yeah, the game's huge. I started playing just over a year ago, and it took me a fair few months to get to the end of Endwalker. Was the current expansion at the time. I think it was 3 months, and I was playing for no such thing as too big. It's worth it. Obviously, it doesn't look worth it right now, but it's worth it. But I was saying earlier in the stream to another guy that was here before you joined that to an extent, I think this long, slow build-up is worth it. Because it means the world is so much more established once you actually get into all of the nitty-gritty. And I can't remember what other IP it was I was talking about, but I remember saying ages ago about something else, that to appreciate how bad things are during war times, you have to see what life is like when things are at peace. I can't remember what I was talking about though when I said that. Yes, honestly, and it does. I know a lot of people that have started playing this and they've all fallen apart in this part of the game. But everyone I know who made it past this stage have kept going and are like, I'm so glad I stuck with it. Like, it is really worth it. And to be fair, Guild Wars 2 is exactly the same. The base game is pretty boring. Like, it has its highs and its lows, but as a whole it's pretty bland, and then you get to the first expansion and it really picks up. I really like Guild Wars, but I've kind of fallen out of love with it. It doesn't play like a normal MMO. You can move while you're doing most of your abilities. You've got a dodge button, like you dodge roll attacks and stuff, right? Everyone's got a dodge. There's no heal, there's no healer, there's no tank. Everyone can do everything. Everyone's got a self-heal. Obviously there's some jobs that heal better and can heal other people, and some jobs that make better tanks, but those roles don't exist. Like, it's a very fluid MMO. And while your abilities are defined by your class, they're also defined by your weapon. So a necromancer with a sword will have completely different abilities to a necromancer with a gun, you know, or a necromancer with a staff. It gives you a lot more options on how you play out. And then you've got like branching perk trees where you choose different paths that change your abilities and how they behave, so you've got so much options with Guild Wars. But the problem with it is it's not very deep. Like the actual story content, the base game, if you were to play it for like 8 hours a day, you'd probably be done in 3 or 4 days. The expansions you could probably get done in a couple of days each. There's not an awful lot of content there at all, which is a shame, but it is a free-to-play MMO. So it's got a much smaller team, you know. And the things that it does well, it does really well. I think it's got the best combat system of any MMO I've played. It involves a lot more movement. It's more like playing Dark Souls with a hotbar than it is playing an MMO. Like, you have to constantly be on the move, dodging attacks and all of this. There's no, like, oh, I'll just pop an invulnerability on this, and oh, just don't stand in the fire. Or it's hard when the fire's zooming all over the place. And yeah, I might stream that when I'm done with this game. I've not played that. And yeah, a lot of games play that way. Like, and I think it comes to what I was saying before. You need to establish your setting, and you know, if you don't see how things are at peacetime, you don't appreciate the stakes when things go to hell. It's important. Ishtola delivered Severin a bit ago. Tales of your heroic deeds precede you. Yes, they do. The rest came shuffling back too, the lot of them sporting the same haunted expression. So the slow build-up of this is mostly establishing that you are the chosen one. If you know what I mean. You're not just an average guy. But you have to start out being average, and you've got to show that you're better than average before you can start being awesome. You know. It's me who's to blame for that and the rest. I was once a Serpent Reaver. A thrall to the Sahagin? 7 hells. Reavers may look, sound and act like pirates, but they're naught but the fishbacks flunkies. Us pirates ain't much for laws, but there are things we won't do. We've got a code, see? But the Reavers never followed a word of it. A few years back they started snatching law-abiding Leminsons. I'd only just taken my oath when our captain bent the knee to his new Sahagin masters. I knew I had to get away. So I crept off one night, got myself a new name and found myself a new home. Summerford Farms. Trouble is, secrets don't stay secret for long round here, and word soon spread, all the way back to the sea. The penalty for my desertion is death, but the Reavers offered me a way out instead. My freedom in exchange for my mates. The letter. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't bloody thinking. Too busy soiling myself. I'm not gonna get all down acting. I'm trying to differentiate their voices, but I'm not gonna go overboard. Aye, but you got there in the end, didn't you? When the time came, you made the right decision. The men say little to me, but I hear them talk of how you stood up to the Reavers at the last, of how you tried to give your life to save theirs. Be that as it may, no deed, however good, can atone for my crime of betraying me brethren. I know that, I do. That's why I'm going to hand myself over to the Yellow Jackets. I'll bring shame to the famed farm no more. You'll hear no arguments from me. Each man must sail according to his own moral compass. I just hope yours guides you back here someday. There will always be a place for you at Summerford Farms, lad. And I'll always be in your debt, Stalwern. I owe you a debt too, Brendan. Not once have you let me down. Thank you for saving the men of my farm. If I could ask one more favour of you, it'd be this. Tell Badaron what's happened from start to finish. I'm certain he'd put in a good word for Severin if he knew the whole story. And he's one of the few people I know the Yellow Jackets will listen to. Well, I reckon I've asked you all I possibly can. Safe travels, son. That Badaron guy he's talking about is the guy from, like, the beginning city who sent me here in the first place. Oh, you know what? I am gonna teleport back there. Yeah, I got the thing in this place. Okay. Yes, I'll use a ticket. Yeah, I can stop hanging around with the farmers, the pirates come farmers. Oh yeah, it's busy here. there he is. Someone here's playing a harp. That's cool. And I think they actually have to play the... I've not done it myself, but I think you actually have to play it with your keyboard. Some people are really good at it. I used to do it in Guild Wars with my harp. I'd go and stand next to like a merchant or somewhere busy in like a city centre, and I'd play the Pokemon Center music on my harp. I'm trying to remember where I'm going. My objective's not on this map, so it's not giving me an icon. I think it's down this lift. Yeah, the drowning wench. There we go. There you are, Baderon. Baderon. Bloody hell's life on the farm ain't quite low. Oh, ain't quite how I pictured it. But you needn't worry yourself over young Severin. The Yellow Jackets as hands out the punishment is a good mate of mine. If I ask him nice, I reckon he'd be willing to commute the lad's sentence from hanging to kill hauling. Oh my god. Kindly gent that he is. Oh. That's not any better. Do you know what kill hauling is? I think it's like the worst punishment you should get on you could get on a ship. It's like when they're out at sea, they literally wrap a rope all the way around like the underside of the ship and then tie it to your arms with your arms like outstretched, and then they pull it so that you were literally dragged all the way around the whole of the ship, including under the sea. Well, yeah, it was a death sentence. Apart from being scraped over the wood and getting your skin all scratched up, and then going into seawater, I'm pretty sure being dragged over... What's the pointier bit that sticks out on the bottom of a ship? I'm pretty sure that's going to break your back. And I don't know how long it'd take to be dragged by a rope around a ship, but I'm pretty sure you drown as well. Probably before your back got broken. Yeah, I'm not sure what would happen if you're still alive when you came up, but I doubt that ever happened. Oh good, he's joking. Oh, I'm only jesting with you. I'll see he's treated fair. Now it sounds to me like you've done everything old Stelwyn asked of you. And more, justifying me generous finder's fee in the process. Much obliged, lad. Oh, he made a profit off us sending us there to help. As for a reward, well, she's a lonely lady, this drowning wench of mine. How'd you fancy keeping her company for a spell, with free room and board? Oh, they're gonna give me a room. Venturing's a trying business, after all. Dempsters don't rest their bones every now and again, tend to end up with broken ones. And take it from me, fighting ain't nearly so much fun when you're nursing a shattered arm. Got that? Good. There'll always be a free bed for you, so make use of it. Yay, I've got a free hotel room. Not that you'll have much time for lying around, and what with all the... I never know how to say this. These are like little professional quests you can do, and I'm not sure if it's leaves or levies or levs or what. And I've heard people say it both ways as well in other content, so it's not like I can lean on the community. I'm gonna go with leaves. Or levies. Leaves. Yeah, I think it's leaves, because I'm pretty sure there's a quest that's like called turning over a new leaf. A lot of the quest names are puns, so... What with all the leaves you'll be doing? Oh, did I mention? I'm putting your name down for leaves. Our guild jaws, oh, a lot of them are like pop culture references and stuff as well. Okay. Our guild draws all manner of clients offering all manner of odd jobs. Honestly, you'd be amazed how much folk are paid to avoid doing an honest day's labour. Don't need to know because we're not going to do any of them. This is a story-only playthrough. Just give to Mockery a shout whenever you feel like making a few extra gil. She'll always have some task or other for you to do. Yeah, no problem. Oh, and it's all above board, in case you're wondering. We're careful to stay on the Admiral's right side in here, unlike some pirates I could mention. I tell you, if it turns out they had all to do with them kidnappings, there'd be 7 L's to pay. A proper bleeding reckoning. Mayhap that's what Limsa needs, though. On rough seas, sometimes you have to rock the boat to right it. But we'll have time for such talk when you're well and rested. Till then, enjoy the wench's hospitality. No worries, mate. Don't need to worry about that, I'm not going to be side questing. Handy thing here is because of my earring and this thing give me an experience boost, I'm over leveled for all the quests, so I'm not ever gonna have to stop to grind, I don't think. So I'm level 14 and this is a level 10 quest. Gorgeous! How do you fare, Brendan? Rested and ready to expand your horizons? Well then, I've an idea of where you might try heading next. Have you heard of the Skylift out in Middle... This is another thing, don't know how to pronounce this. I'm pronouncing it with a hard C. Although I've heard Noscea, Noscea, and Noscea. I'm gonna go with a hard C. Noscea? I've heard that as well. No, I like the Noscea, even though I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to be a hard C. Was it meant to be she? I don't know. If you've ever visited Woad Whisper, Cameron, then you must have been up and down the thing at least once. It's that big bleeding scaffolding attached to the descent. You've likely seen the lads and lasses out there using it to haul cargo up the cliff face. I'd labour that, and I hear they could use an enterprising soul to pick up the odd jogs what no other bugger has time to deal with. Track down the head of the operation, bloke by the name of... oh god. Work it. His name actually Work It. Workrit. Yeah, Workrit, there we go. And he'll be sure to put you to work on a task or two. Alright. We're off to go and see Workrit. Where the fuck is he? Where is that? Out there. Okay, cool. Will I go to the inn? No. Have I got any equipment to equip? No. I should probably eat these raisins. They give me 3% more experience for things I kill. Not that I need it, but that might be the difference between having to grind for 5 minutes later on and not. So I might as well use them. What do you want? What rabid beasts? Oh, I'm not doing... No, I said I wasn't going to start grinding stuff. I did a couple of fates earlier on, but that's only because I was waiting around. Oh, I hate not being able to run in a straight line to my destination. Oh, we're still on this map. Where's my carbuncle gone? Oh, there he is. You know, I was playing this for a year before I realised that if you press V, it looks behind you. Which is quite handy in some bosses, because some of them you've got to be paying attention to like 360 degrees looking out for something, and I'm constantly like... oh. Now there's some real attention to detail on some of these maps, I noticed. There's one I picked up on earlier. Is it? Oh, you can't see it here. I don't know where it was. But there's somewhere where on the cliffs over where all the ships come in, they had like loads of meshing against the cliff. Obviously so that if there's like the rocks start to fall, they're not gonna wreck any of the ships coming in. Or worse, make the bottom of the channel shallower so the ships start beaching. I thought that was really cool. Where the hell is this guy? Oh, there he is. Hi, worker. Badger sent you, did he? Then consider yourself welcome at the skylift. Look at that bloody cliff, will ya? One blast of fiery hell from that huge dragon was all it took to split the ground in half. What dragon? Oh, Bahamut. Cargo still needs to get through though, so this mess of wooden pulleys was our solution to the problem. Why not just take the ramp I walked down? Like, a bit lazy. Well, one of them at least. If the gods were kind, and they ain't, I'd have about a dozen more workers to hand to me growing list of headaches. Oh, why do I get the feeling I'm gonna be doing odd jobs again? Oh, there's also side missions to do for your class or job. I'm an Arcanist at the moment. I'm gonna put them off. There's every few levels you can do them, and they give you extra spells to do as well, which are quite important in your arsenal. But the one at level 30, I can become a summoner, like an upgrade of the Arcanist job. So I'm gonna put it off until then, and then do all of them, like in one lump, rather than keep running off to the city every 2 levels or something. Glad I am to see you again, lad. A wagon driver just returned in a great bloody hurry, screaming about some monstrosity what sprang out from a million corn seedling in his cargo. Seems the gutless bastard tossed it over the side before turning tail and running for his life. I need you to head down the road, recover that seedling, and deliver it to the lie-off over at Swift Perch in western Noscea. Whatever he pays you for the cargo is yours to keep. After all, I don't rightly know what else is lurking inside that plant, and you deserve to be rewarded for your troubles. Oh, and you'll also find an etherite in Swift Perch, so the journey should be worth your while. No problem. Yeah, I've been at this for 4 hours now, and I've had, what, 2 quests that were of any real story substance. It's a slow burn, the base game. Not that I'm bored, but I want some exciting story, Oh, those are hostile, so I think I'll go around them. Unless any of them are in my hunt log. There we go, so I can see purple there already, so I know that that's gonna spawn an enemy when I interact with it. So, I think I'm gonna kill this thing now. There we go. There's another little trick in this game. So you see that? I took no damage even though I moved into the attack while the animation was still going on. As long as you move out of the circle before the attack goes off, you don't take damage when you walk into it, even if it's like a fire blast going off or something. Because again, it's all done server side, so as soon as the telegraph on the floor resolves, the window for it to damage you is resolved, even if you then step into it and a fireball strikes it. Oh, I'm meant to be going to Swift Perch. The bloody hell is it? Is it? Oh, it's up there. Okay. Ah, okay, okay, I get you. Yeah, I've been meaning to ask someone about the audio settings so I can, like, get them worked out. Sound effects down. Is the background music too loud? What the hell are performance sounds? Oh, people playing music. I tell you what, let's give that a test. See how this is. Is this any better? Can you hear me alright? Oh no, the music's a bit loud, I think. Like, I can't hear me with the music. I might decrease the music volume a little. Is it the attacks or the music? Or both? Bit of both, okay. Yeah, I don't want to wash out any, like, dialogue scenes either. How is that? I swear it's not turning the music down. Yeah. Oh, background music. I was not turning it down. That was my bad. I think that needs to go a little bit more, probably. Yeah, voices all the way. Give another test. Ah, that's a bit better for me, I think. Although I think I will drop the music a fraction more. Although there is some great music in this game. I can't think of many from the core game, though, to be honest. Oh, no, I can think of a few. Usually the music in the cities, though. There's my ether ray. I want that. Go away, I don't want to fight you. Hooray! Has Noscea herself forsaken this desolate land? I'm assuming that's one of the gods. I can't remember. Noscea. Though I understand there were risks in gambling my entire fortune on a crop of million corn, I at least expected the seedling to be delivered before disaster struck. Yeah, it is. Here it is. Here's your million corn. What the fuck is going on over there? Is that my million corn seedling? Oh, joyous day. It may seem a paltry beginning, but the yield of this particular variety of crop plant is nothing short of astonishing. As you have undoubtedly noticed, Swiftperch lacks a certain, shall we say, vital energy. Thus, I mean to restore the modicum of its hope to its residents by growing a veritable ocean of corn. You, sir, seem fit to burst with vim and vigour. Might I persuade you to bide a while and help nurture this ailing settlement? Yeah, it is, but that's part of the... So, I've noticed this with Guild Wars as well. So you get mounts at like level 50, at level 30, At level 50, you unlock the ability to fly. And they do the same thing in WoW as well. You can use mounts, but flying... to unlock flying in new expansion zones, you usually have to complete like side quest chains in every single area. It's a grind to unlock flying. And having been through it quite a lot, I've realised that you do miss out on a lot when you're able to just fly past it all. I kind of understand it. The world starts feeling a lot smaller. Even the new, like the other expansions in this, you need to reach certain points. You pretty much have to finish all the main story in a zone before it lets you fly. And you've got to explore some pretty out-of-the-way spaces on all those maps to pick up something that lets you fly. So it means that before they would let you fly, you've done everything there is to do in the zone, essentially. You've experienced everything there is to experience. And I get it. You kind of miss out on a lot of the experience when you can just fly through it all. And I found that with Guild Wars 2, it's entirely... So, in Guild Wars 2, there's no mounts until you get to the second expansion. But the way Guild Wars 2 does their story is it's all in, like, episodic instances. And you can join your friends in them. So it's possible for you to make a new character, your friends to go and do the story instance from the second expansion and invite you to join them. They can kill all the enemies, and then when you finish the quest, you unlock mounts as well. And most people recommend you don't do that because it spoils the first couple of chunks of the game. Being able to just fly around on a mount, you miss all of the exploration. It messes up the pacing. And the second expansion is very much about being lost in the jungle, and when you've got mounts that just let you skip through a load of stuff, you lose that feeling. So I kind of get why they do it that way. It's not for everyone. But... Oh, my reward will be an item I can actually use. You there, adventurer. Cast your eyes towards the brewer's beacon. Does the light not seem uncommonly weak? I don't know how light it was before. What's the brewer's beacon? The lighthouse? It cannot possibly be bright enough to guide the ship sailing in the bay. I would march over to the lighthouse and investigate myself, but I am duty-bound to remain at my post. I would consider it a favour if you could make a visit to the brewer's beacon and see if aught has befallen Kanswis, the lighthouse keeper. Okay. We're playing errand boy again. I hope something has happened to the lighthouse keeper, because then it will give us a mystery to solve. No, change of plans. These things are in my hunt journal. How many do I need to do? I need to kill 3, so I need to find another one. There's one all the way over there. Should stop button mashing. Oh, but I need to run past my destination to get to it. That's not very efficient. Maybe I can hit it from over here. Yeah, I didn't really need to go off track very much, did I? Yeah, after coming to this from Guild Wars 2, the combat felt so slow, because this game's got quite a long global cooldown on your abilities. Don't follow me over here. Go away. Ah. Stupid bird. You say your yellow jacket sent you here? Eh? My light's grown dim a bit, has it? Well, of course it bloody has. The bomb what fuels me furnace is up and buggered off, you see. If I don't get that beacon fixed up soon, there'll be trouble on the water. I know you're just a messenger, lad, but I can tell a venturer when I see one. I'm gonna need you to chase down that bomb and bring back a claw what you ripped from its smouldering corpse. Take this here eye and brazier and set her down in the middle of the flock, somewhere near the scarecrow, I'd say. You get a nice fire going and that frisky bomb will soon be about. Watch you don't singe your eyebrows, lad. Alright. I don't know how well you know Final Fantasy, but bombs are a common, like, recurring type of monster. They kind of look like a cross between a ball of fire and Haunter from Pokemon. Oh, that's where I'm going, is it? Right in the middle of a fate. Well, at least all these are non-hostile. Up in that one. Go away! Oh no, I cock. Oh, leave me alone. Ah. Putting my quest objective right in the middle of a bleeding map event. I do not approve. And now I'm gonna need to fight this story enemy. It's about to spawn with all of these potentially getting involved as well. Try and finish him off quick. Yeah, nice. That didn't go too badly. Yeah, so while there's usually a cooldown on your abilities, this one here is instant. So it's quite handy to drop this in between, like, the recharge time on your other abilities. Because it's off the global cooldown, so you can just cast it whenever. All you need to do is take down that runaway bomb and bring me one of his little claws. Here, I got it. Oh, you got the ashy bastard, did you? Once I put this little firecracker in the furnace, that should keep things running for a while. I had myself a bit of a look while you were gone, and this is going to be said Welsh. Is this Limlane or Limlane? Curse me if the furnace weren't all bent and broken. Small one to the bloody bomb was able to escape. That must be a name of one of the other gods. I don't remember them all. Unless things are a recurring character, I tend to forget them. I patched things up as best I could, but I ain't no Smitty. You might want to have a chat with a yellow jacket friend of yours in Swift Perch and have him pass the word back to someone in Limsa, no problem. Where is it? Oh, everything's so far away. Can I skim this cliff without aggroing them enemies? Yes, I can. Brendan Fraser is that good. George of the Jungle my way around the baddies. Things pick up once we get to the first dungeon. I don't remember how far off that is though. No, it picks up at about year 3. The furnace is damaged, is it? Very well, I shall write up the relevant reports, but these repairs must needs be effected without delay. It seems I have another favour to ask of you, adventurer. Take yourself straight away to the Armourers Guild in Limsa and explain the situation to Forge Master Hananza. No problem. Oh, look at that, I'm teleporting. Wow, they're still playing their music. Where am I going? Down here. Do you know what? I did try playing this years ago. And I got lost. Because I couldn't understand how the maps worked. I was like, what is all of this? Like, where's my quest objective? I had a quest objective that sent me to... I was in... Later on, right, so there's 3 major cities, and which one you start in is determined by your class. But you get a quest later on where you need to go around and visit the other 2 to deliver a letter or something. And I got sent to one of the other ones. I was supposed to be coming here, but I think I took an airship to the wrong one. Couldn't tell I was in the wrong one. Ran around for like 2 hours. Then I managed to get the map to a point where I'm like, I seem to be on a completely different continent to my quest objective. I have no idea what is going on. And then the new Guild Wars 2 expansion came out the next day, so I stopped playing and I went and played that. And then I came back to this about 8 months later, and finally it clicked. I'm not sure why I came back, because this opening chunk of the game is really boring. The furnace in the Brewer's Beacon needs repairs. Biragot. That one I remember, that is one of the gods. I just sent someone out to tinker with it not a week past. Mayhap the bomb Khan Swiss has trapped there was a touch too volatile. I'll have an artisan visit the lighthouse and pay special attention to reinforcing the casing of that furnace. Your work here is done, adventurer. May the navigator guide you on your journeys. Okie dokie. Oh great, now this guy wants a favour. What say you to taking on some work from Naldik and Vimelis? We've had a great hulking warship to build and could certainly use an extra hand for any number of tasks. For your first job, I need you to run this missive over to Umbrum, the head shipwright of the Morabi dry docks. Yo, Lupino. We're playing the boring chunk of this game. You said anything about being a furry? You're assuming. We forge most of the ship's bits and pieces here at the Armourers Guild, but the actual construction takes place at the docks found in the south of Lower Noscea. That's also where you'll find the main offices of Naldik and Vimelis. The Morabi Dry Docks is one of Limsa most important districts, at least as far as I'm concerned. And I'm sure you'll not regret attuning yourself to the area's etherite. No, I will not. If you've no confidence in your sense of direction, you best be making use of the chocobo porters. First floor of the mizzenmast, in case you were wondering. Should you choose to make the trek on your own 2 feet, leave the city through the Tempest Gate and follow the road south. May the navigator guide your steps. Yes, finally. Where's my shirt gone? Oh, I forgot this was something in the base game they stopped doing in the expansion. These cloaks with the hoods in count as a head and a body item. So because I just equipped that hat, it removed my shirt as well. They got rid of that by the time the expansion comes around. I forgot that was a thing. Now where the bleeding hell am I going? I think there's a seasonal event going on or something, because these decorations aren't usually here. It's a bit too early for Halloween. Is it like Chinese New Year or something? Lunar... No, it's not Lunar New Year. I don't know what it is, but something's happening. Is it that way? Yeah, it's that way. Cool. I should have taken the bird he was talking about. I came here. Oh no. I remembered. There's something over here I was going to show you. Although it's the thing I mentioned earlier about where you can see they put like metal bracing up on the cliff to stop it falling in the water. I thought that was nice attention to detail. Is my sprint off cooldown yet? Yeah, level 20 you get your mount, and then at level 30 you can have your mount help you in combat. It's like a healer or a DPS or tank, which is quite helpful. There we go. Just like it braced chunks of the cliff so that it doesn't fall down. And block the shipping lane, damage any ships, make it too shallow. I mean, it's just some dirty old metal, but I'm like, that's... I wouldn't have thought of putting that there if I made this. And my favourite thing is that fall damage is never fatal. I already came here earlier because I had to come to this map to do a quest, and I was like, I'll grab that ether right now so I can teleport back there later. And yet I still walked the whole way because I'm poor. Oh, you can't see how much money I've got because my avatar's in the way. You know, I feel like a right mong reading all the unvoice acted lines. I feel like I should be doing it. What? Who the fuck is this guy? There he is. Hi, Art Berm. You have a missive from me from Forge Master Hananza? What a name. I assume it pertains to the pending arrival of the materials I ordered over a moon past. Let's see it then. Here you go. Is this a voiced scene? No. Blast botheration. Another delay? I'm well aware of the shortage of skilled artisans, but this is insufferable. My apologies. The messaging does not deserve to bear the brunt of my frustration. Might I have your name? I'm Brendan Fraser. Brendan, is it? Well, Brendan, this proud maiden you see taking shape before you is the Victory, the first new vessel to grace the dock since the Calamity. Hooray. We may have lost the bulk of our ships that fateful day, but starting with this beauty, we will restore the Maelstrom's fleet to its former glory. The Victory is more than a simple warship, it is the symbol of Limsa Lamiensa's rebirth from the wreckage wrought by the coming of the 7th Umbral Era. Thus, we are striving to complete her construction as swiftly as possible, even going so far as to hire veteran shipwrights from outside the thalassocracy. That's a mouthful. Yet, even with such unprecedented measures, there are never enough hands to handle the abundance of tasks. Should you choose to linger at the docks for a time, there is no end of odd jobs for hard-working adventurer. Be you fair warned, there is no place here for layabouts and troublemakers. Well, I'd like to leave, to be honest, mate. Came here to be a hero, not an adventurer. I'm sure I am putting my best yet. Where in the seven hells is that man? Not once in 12 moons has he been late with a shipment, and now 2 whole turns to the sun without a single word. A shipwright of mine, a young man named... oh, writing out loud. Smid recently left Candlekeep Quay to retrieve several crates of supplies ordered from Limsa Laminsa, but has yet to return. He sent several missives to Howell Broder, but his replies are always the same. He does not recall ever seeing the right nor the supplies he was scheduled to collect. The man knows something, and I severely doubt he's telling me the whole truth. As I cannot leave my post, I would ask you to travel to Candlekeep Quay in my stead and inform Howell Broder that if he insists on playing these games, I will personally see that he is transferred to Turtleback Island, where he can rot alone in the middle of the sea for eternity. Well, whatever, my man. Is it this way? Oh, I remember this place. Well, let me guess, I've got to go up and all the way around this cliff to get there, yeah? Can I cheese my way up over here? Yeah, that'll do. Oh, my kneecaps. Hey, does that self-righteous dog bring doubt that I've never told him anything less than the truth? No, but I doubt you. Turtleback Island? He cannot do that, can he? I swear on my poor Nana's grave, navigator, rest her soul. I know naught of this burial's mind, nor his precious supplies. Hells, we here at the quay have had enough trouble these past few suns. What with the sinking of that Laminsan cargo ship off the Salt Strand, I haven't had time to take a proper piss, let alone make a note of every scrag that wanders off in the grip. Give me some gloves. Oh, is that all that quest was? Now, the way I see it, if you have time to be standing here questioning my character, then you most certainly have time to get that arse of yours down to the Salt Strand and help us search for survivors of the wreck. Who knows, you may just run across this Firo's Mind everyone seems so eager to find. Here's to hoping the navigator hasn't found him first. Oh my god. These names are such a mouthful. That's pretty. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty. Andrew Gore? Oh, I'm gonna regret this. This is meant to be group content. I think I'm overdoing it, trying to do it alone. I heal myself. Oh yeah, this is gonna take forever. Don't follow me. Hi, I'm Firozmid. You say the foreman's wandering on me whereabouts? I thought he might be, but you must know, I cannot show my face at the dry docks until I've righted a terrible wrong I've caused. 2 nights past, I made the trip from the dry docks to Candlekeep Quay, just as the foreman asked. The seas were right rough, and the captain of the cargo ship was wary of bringing her too close to the cliffs, so I paid a few coins to a fisher to take me out to meet her. By the time we was halfway twixt shore and the ship, the swells had risen to nigh on 10 yards, and 'twasn't long afore the waves had hold of us. Try as we might to steady the boat, nature's grip was too tight, and we was flung headlong into the Laminson galley. When I awoke, both ships were gone, and the cargo I was to collect lay strewn across the salt strand. I's made every effort to salvage it, but the sands are crawling with... I know that's a type of enemy. Kickern, and I ain't a one with a sword. And now you see why it is I cannot return to the dry docks. Okay, you want me to go and beat them up? Why didn't you just say that? Kaikern. Can I get this without aggroing those guys? Yes. Oh no. So it spawns another one on top of me? Trying to be sneaky. Oh, I moved too soon. I don't think so, buddy. You'd be dead now. Where's the next one? Alright, it's over there. Go away and die. Right, you have a carbuncle fire to your face. Beat it. These aren't hostile. That bloody guy gone. Oh, there he is. That night I was tossed into the sea like some dole of rags, and it weren't long before the world around me faded to black as I slipped deeper into the abyss. But lo, the navigator would see me to the gates of the 7 hells, and I woke to find myself washed ashore. And here I've been ever since, waiting for a chance to salvage my master's cargo. Well, there you go. The missing I don't know how I can repay you. I'll deliver the supplies right away, but first I must stop by the quay so I might pay my respects to the widow of the brave fisher who gave his life for a handful of coin. Could you tell Art Burm that I'll be back at the dry docks by nightfall? Many thanks, adventurer. I will not forget this kindness. No worries, buddy. Where the frick am I going? Oh. By that time I spent climbing that hill and then leaping off of it, I could have just gone under it. What a mong. Meow. Yo, Lupino. I'm looking at you. I can see you. And now my camera calls me a liar. Oh. I see what's happening. There we go. I keep complaining my camera tracking keeps resetting, and I've realised what it is. When my face goes out of shot for too long, or it's like looking at the side of my head because I'm looking at my other screen, it resets that as my new default position. Hello. Oh shit, the Waffle. Hi Waffle. I'm relieved to hear that both Furial's mid and the suppliers are unharmed, though it's foolish for him to believe I would blame him for that, which was obviously out of his hands. You see, there was no storm that day. What? And the seas here adjacent to the dry docks are as calm as a slumbering child. This leads me to believe that the trouble the ships encountered off Candlekeep Key was of a less natural sort. The sort which the Sahagin have been known to conjure. Oh. Fishmen be causing trouble. Brendan, while I originally had thoughts about your motives, you have repeatedly proven yourself an asset to Neldic and Vimeles. I still do not like you. Oh, great, thanks mate. I still do not like you, but that does not mean I do not trust you. Gimthota. I swear the names in this game, man. Gimthota, head of the watch here at the dry docks, believes that pirates may be plotting an attack on the Victory, and she requires assistance investigating a group of unsavory individuals making camp nearby. It's you guys. It's you guys. You're the unsavory individuals. Oh, Lupino left. I have recommended you for the task. Despite all Limsa Laminsa endured before, during and following the calamity, the fact that there are still those who would turn their backs on the city-state so that they might line their pockets for a few handfuls of coin, just the thought of it sickens me. Okay, just tell me what you want me to do. I don't need your life story. Random Fraser to the rescue. Nice. Gimthota. Ah yes, I had a feeling you would be the one that Artburn sent. Since you burst at the Marabi docks, I have had my men watch you. Oh, there's no need to get angry. I make it a point to keep an eye on all those new to the area. It is simply protocol. And you will be pleased to know that nothing incriminating was found. You appear to be a model citizen. That and the foreman seems to think somewhat highly of you, which I must admit is quite shocking. The man doesn't even trust his own mother. Very well then. I assume Aunt Baron informed you of what your task would entail? The pirates, we believe, are conspiring to raid the dry docks, were last seen making camp near an ancient stone called the Mark of the Spinner. I would have you approach the men posing as a lost adventurer, and see if you cannot somehow learn of their intentions. Kanango stationed at the near gates can provide you with an exact location of the camp. Yes, you're very unsavory. Yeah, there's a lot of unvoiced dialogue in this, so I've been reading it. There is Kanango. Hi, Kanango. Brendan, I knew it. No more sardines for Kanango. Tonight I shall dine on the finest salmon on the peninsula. Why? Well, I had a little wager with going with some of the other guards who Artbin would recommend for the next job. My money was on you. Ah, the job. Yes, of course. If you follow the road past the gates to the southeast, you will eventually come to a barren cape with a single large stone half buried in the cliff overlooking the sea. Followers of the 12 say it's a holy place dedicated to Noscea, the spinner. I'd be surprised if the pirates camped up there were aware of that, though. Alright, let's get going. Where am I going? Oh, over there. Okay, bye! Do my Obi-Wan Kenobi cosplay. Obi-Wan. Whoop. I thought that said desirable pirate. I'm like, ooh ah, captain. I'm giving you the Captain line to step back on that path and carry your venturing ass back down whatever rock it is you called out from under. You see, I had it up to me ears where you type roaming eels like they were yours to roam. It's getting to be that a man cannot enjoy a mug of rum without some shite breath outlander running up asking which is the way to the local. Leave me. Something else if I know. I'm a bloody pirate, goddammit. That was balls. Once we have Bumoy back, I'm putting this godforsaken piss off an island so far behind me ain't no one will remember I was ever here. Come on, Scrags, we've knives to sharpen. You ain't going anywhere till you answer my questions, fam. He's a Scottish pirate. You think he's like Scotty on the Enterprise? Except it's just a normal ship and not a starship. I can't do that, Captain. The sails shall turn. Oh, that was a really, really bad. Oh wait, no, he is the captain. He won't be talking to the captain. So, the trespassers are indeed pirates. Are they indeed planning something? What's this talk of getting me boy back? Could it be that their target was never the victory? Something is not right, and I won't sit idly by waiting for those pirates to make the first move. They're planning a prison break, aren't they? His son's been locked up for something. I shall order increased patrols immediately. Thank you again for your help, Brendan. It appears we were wise to put our trust in you. A new weapon. Hooray! Oh, I forgot to equip my new gloves. I am concerned, Brendan. It appears that the pirates I had you investigate are on the move. They creep ever closer to the dry dock, so I must assume they mean to target the Victory herself. That ship is the symbol of everything Limsa strives to become, and I will not allow these base scoundrels to lay a single finger upon her hull. We must apprehend them before they put their plans into motion, and you, Brendan, are just the man to do it. Without your capable assistance, I fear the security of the dry docks cannot be guaranteed. Not moments ago, my guards submitted reports of suspicious activity in the area. Pray begin your efforts by listening to one of their accounts firsthand. It matters not whom you choose to speak with, but be sure to question either Erstwurst at the front gate or Kanango at the rear. Erstwurst? See a sausage. Any suspect saboteurs you encounter during the course of your investigation are to be interrogated. Report any and all findings directly to me. Yes, boss? I wish this happened in real life. The police were just like, you, random guy, come here. I have a most important job for you to do. There's a criminal on the loose, and only you can possibly apprehend him. I know it's our job, but we can't do it. Hey, an adventurer. Glad to have another hand aboard to help shore up security. The gods know our reports would sit on Gimhota's desk, gathering dust if it weren't gathering dust if it weren't for the assistance of those such as yourself. Speaking of reports, though, I saw one of those many pirates lurking around the cliff near Empty Heart. I'd take a closer look before he has a chance to cover his tracks. Okay, where am I going? Oh wow, it's later than I thought. I am going to wrap this up in 1 hour, whether you guys are still here or not. Can't go on too late. No, as long as there's someone here, I will continue. I've not got work tomorrow. What? What's ooh? Are you gonna stay here until like 6 o'clock in the morning to keep me awake? Honestly, that's fine by me. But I'm gonna be putting like this video up on YouTube as well. It won't have to chat or anything in it, so people are just gonna see me talking to myself in the video, but whatever. Oh, it's someone on a mount. Don't jump! Don't jump! There's no fatal fall damage in this game. All you'll do is ruin your shoes. Bah! Spotted me, did you? Well, you're too late. What's to happen is already happening. What? Is that the sun? Oh. What? It won't let me jump off. Button 9. Assault! Come on. Can I jump off this bit? No. Oh. Make me go the long way. I like that when I jumped in, I was obviously going to get stuck behind that wall and it made me fall a bit further. I don't think you're supposed to go that way. Oh. That says there's gonna be a combat instance. Time to go beat up some pirates. So, you found me one of those pirates, did you? I knew you were the right adventurer to ask for aid. Oh, it's a woman. I've been putting on a slightly deeper voice for this one. But what could these knaves be planning? What's to happen is already happening. Captain! Trouble at the shipyard. I'm not gonna get all pantomime. Easy now, soldier. Who did this to you? Pirates! Out of nowhere! Stuck me good! In the butt. Gods below, we are not prepared for this. The pirates, soldier, how many do they number? Not sure. More than I could quickly count. Seem to be carrying explosives. It's a prison break. They're not coming for the ship at all. I bet it's a prison break. Explosives? Then there's no time to lose. Brendan, you heard the situation. Make your way to the shipyard, and engage these intruders. I will see to this man's wounds, then follow after. No worries. Brendan Fraser on the case. What flying frick are they? Not that way. Computer says no. Get my carbuncle to turn red and blow that bastard away. Oh, I'm being an idiot. I should probably kill the healer first. Don't need you healing, nobody. I didn't even realise it was a healer. I wasn't paying attention. I've been steamrolling over all the combat. I kind of forgot that I need to sometimes use my brain. They're not here. What way was the ship? Oh, it's right there in front of me. Zapfin. Christ. Never reckon it'd be this easy. Still don't trust those slimy bastards, but their plan worked like a charm. Did it really? Duh, what you doing, you great bloody fool? Artworm. Oh, it was that guy. Shut your trap, boy. This'll all be over soon. All that's left now is to blow this ugly pile of driftwood into splinters. Oh, I was wrong. Oh, his son's the guy building it. Huh. Why would you do such a thing? Have you any idea how important this ship is? What it represents? Aye, and that's what makes it all the sweeter. Whatever it takes to knock some sense into me treacherous backstabbing son. Imagine a boy of mine giving up the pirate life to become a shipwright and building a bleeding maelstrom vessel at that. What under Limlane's wide green ocean made you take up with these self-righteous shites? You're the one with no bloody sense, Dad, don't you see? The pirates had their glory days, but that era's over. Yeah, this whole city has found their, like, gentrified pirates, I guess. Ah, I wondered why Artworm never spoke of his father. I never would have thought. This ship's a symbol, alright, of everything what went wrong in the world, and I mean to shatter it into 100,000 pieces. Oh god, they're on board. Gimtota, Brendan, pray beat the tar out of this bloated sea slug and make sure no harm comes to the Victory. Yeah, don't you worry. I'm gonna slap you in my book. Get back here. Brendan Fraser! Oh, he's brought his friends with him. Oh, no, ignore them. Burn him good, burn him good. Mamuja? These tribes are here, they're decent people. So I think in this game you've kind of got the main societies, and then there's like tribes of animal people around, the beast tribes, and they're kind of like always attacking the cities and stuff because of, I don't know, geopolitical drama or something. Shit, I'm getting hurt. Let's heal myself when I get a minute. Ta-da! I must be getting old, letting some green venture get the best of me. Yeah, we don't. Duh! I'm actually looking forward to getting to that dungeon now. I've run it so many bleeding times. But only once when it was current content. That's one bloody big shit. Big and nasty looking. You made that, did you? It's just these dad. Ah, here we go. Daddy's dying words. He's gonna say he's proud of his son or some shit. Is he gone? My thanks, Brendan. I shudder to think what may have become of the victory without your intervention. The pirates have made a right mess of things. I'd best get the sorting out the docks. And my thoughts could use some sorting out as well. Ever did my father have a way of turning my life upside down? Pray, convey my thanks and apologies to Gimthota. Will do, fam, will do. How fare you, Brendan? I cannot begin to thank you for the role you played in preventing this madness. You defended more than a simple ship. You saved the budding hope of Limsa from a violent demise. The day was yours. It seems our security regimen will require much in the way of improvement if we are truly to keep the dry dock safe. Aunt Burm apologizes? Well, I suppose I can understand why he would feel responsible for his father's actions. Of all those involved, this incident was hardest on him. But, in time, I believe he will come to the single conclusion. The most fitting way of moving past this anguish is to see the victory completed and in the water. Ah, by the way, the pirates we defeated have been handed over to the Yellow Jackets. Rayner's men will be taking over the investigation. Who was Rayner? Should I know who that is? Before the Yellow Jackets moved in, however, we recovered a most unusual object. Should you have the time to spare, I would ask of you another favour. What is it? Oh, is that something I can equip? No. Brendan, in light of your role in recent events, there are few others to whom I would entrust this task. Since we last spoke, a curious missive has been discovered amongst the personal effect of Artzapfin, the pirate behind a plot to sabotage the victory. This missive was penned in a most unusual script, a script we believe to be some manner of code. Needless to say, anything which a proven enemy of Limsa deems worthy of enciphering is like to be of great interest to the Maelstrom. Unfortunately, none among us can make sense of the message. In cases such as this, I am told the Yellow Jackets are wont to turn to Badaron and his convenient connections. Thus, I would have you deliver this missive into the hands of the drowning wench, into his hands and no other. Do you understand? Alright, back to the city. My big buddy Badaron. I'll tell you what, I'll hand in this quest and I'll wrap it there, yeah? I've been going for 5 hours, minus the bit where it broke. Ahoy there, Brendan. I've been hearing about your deeds at the dry docks. Artburn laid out the entire tale for me. Poor sod was still reeling at his old man's part in the business, but at least you kept the victory from being sunk afore she sailed. And for that, I owe you my thanks. You've really made a name for yourself here in Limsa, lad. Folk know that when they need something doing. You need something doing? And what might that be? I think this is where things are gonna pick up, because we've done our heroic thing now and made a name for ourselves, so I think this is where it starts to progress. Fingers crossed. So this is probably a good place to wrap, because then when I come back next time I can start the snowball is just starting. I think I'm not. You want someone to read a message written funny letters for you? And Gim Tota thought I might know a man as good? Well, let's see it then. God, he's got quite a big nose, hasn't he? Hey. I reckon I might know a canny bugger who can read stuff like this. Ugly sod by the name of Badderon. You know, you're like one of my regulars now, Brendan. You've never let me down, and Navigator helped me. I reckon I can trust you. Gim Tota was right to want this message deciphered. We got us some trouble brewing here, and no mistake. Get ready for action, and I'll explain. Alright. Oh yeah, I started at about 5:10, and it's what, 10:15 now, so yeah, it's been roughly 5 hours. Which ain't bad, because I only went for about an hour and 40 minutes yesterday, but to be fair, I'd been awake for like 29 hours. I was wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. But, yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, I will wrap, and I guess because I'm gonna upload this, if anyone else ends up watching this in the future, good night to you as well. And I'm gonna do this again tomorrow, probably. I don't know if you want to come along for that. Actually, I've got something scheduled for tomorrow. Let me see what it is. I think... Let me go to my channel and have a look. I think I'm doing 100% run of Spyro 1, the remaster, I think. If I can work out how to get to it. There we go. Ba 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 ba. If I can find it. The hell? Yeah, that's today. Oh yeah, tomorrow. So I'm doing 100% on Spyro 1 from 1 o'clock. And then I'm gonna play through The Walking Dead Season 1, and I reckon I could probably finish that in one sitting. The Walking Dead is great to watch. It's not very much gameplay. It's a Telltale game, so it's more like an interactive movie. It's good. Very good. Very good. In fact, I might just drop Spyro and play The Walking Dead all day. I'll see how I get on. But yeah, I'm gonna loop through them. Oh, I've got Baldur's Gate queued for Wednesday. I'm gonna have to drop that. I don't have space on... I've put too many games on my queue, and I don't have space on my hard drive to install them all. So I think I'm gonna have to put Baldur's Gate 3 off. But other than that, let's call it wraps. Nighty night, and so long, everybody. Oh, thanks for coming. Let me remember how I'll do this. There we go. Good night.